Hey, we got a sniper. Dude, you got shot.
Oh, I did get shot. That's through.
What's up, man?
Here are the moments when officers made it through the unthinkable, beginning with the luckiest one of all.
Dude.
In 2013, during a coordinated helicopter operation in southern Afghanistan, a team of U.S. Marines carried out a mission to secure a Taliban stronghold.
I'm getting blasted on, bro. They know we found this fucking thing.
Yeah, where's it coming from?
All right, well, let's find out where it's coming from. Hey, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
Let's go put some fire down.
You got cover out there?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Dude, he almost hit me. Get back.
Hey, we got a sniper.
As they came out of a tunnel-like exit, a hidden Taliban sniper fired a single bullet that hit a Marine's helmet, causing him to reel back and prompting everyone to scatter.
Dude, you got shot.
Oh, I did get shot.
I saw it hit your Kevlar.
I got fucking...
What the man? Am I good? My ears are fucking...
Oh my god.
Lucky son of a... Look at that. What the fuck? Dude, you alright?
Yeah. My ears are ringing.
Break. My teammate just got shot in the helmet.
He's good.
He's good, but we believe there's a sniper.
Bro.
Dude.
Motherfuck, dude. That's through.
Alright, let's get out here and do something about this. Come on.
By an incredible stroke of luck, the Marine's Kevlar helmet stopped the bullet from penetrating. He was in disbelief, and so were his fellow Marines. While he survived the headshot purely by chance, see how these operators narrowly escaped death when confronted by armed robbers. On April 22nd, 2021, in Pretoria, South Africa, former Special Forces operative Leo Prinsloo and his recently hired partner were tasked with escorting an armored vehicle transporting a multi-million rand consignment of high-value cell phones. What started as a routine escort quickly turned perilous when a gang of armed attackers struck in broad daylight, attempting to carry out a robbery. The driver stayed calm, and instead of just fleeing, drove directly toward the robbers to strike them, then tried to maneuver both vehicles to block any further ambush ahead. After the robbers passed, he executed a U-turn and headed in the opposite direction.
Coming off dash.
They ran into heavy traffic up ahead, blocking their path. But if you think this was the end, you're in for a surprise.
They're gonna shoot. They're gonna fucking shoot.
He took the most dangerous risk of his life, attempting to drive straight through them, and by sheer luck, came out of the hail of bullets unscathed.
Found Robbie, found Josh. Ask him where they are. Fucking shoot him. He's lateral. He's lateral.
The vehicle finally broke down due to mechanical issues. As the guard in the passenger seat questioned his choices, the driver grabbed his rifle and stepped out, ready to confront the attackers directly. However, the assailants were sufficiently deterred to decide against pursuing them further, and instead fled to avoid capture. Thankfully, both the driver and the passenger emerged uninjured, and the shipment reached its destination safely. Without the driver's quick thinking, they likely wouldn't have survived, just like the officer in the next case. On May 1st, 2023, what began as a routine traffic stop for a Virginia police officer quickly spiraled into a life-threatening ordeal that nearly cost him everything. Traveling at over 120 miles per hour, a runaway BMW barreled straight toward the officer, who in a split second dove toward his cruiser and narrowly avoided a deadly collision.
911 Bravo, start me rescue, start me units, accident, right here at County Parkway, south after Braddock. My cruiser was hit, driver was hit. I'm trying to check on injuries.
The officer immediately sprang into action, assessing the scene as if nothing had occurred. Remarkably, no one suffered fatal injuries, including those caught in the crash. But if you think his escape was impressive, wait to see the female officer in the next case who narrowly avoided a point-blank shot. On February 15th, 2021, deputies from the Warren County Sheriff's Office, including Deputy Sarah Vaught, responded to a welfare check at the home of Lance C. Runyon, following a 911 call from his brother, who feared a potential overdose due to Lance's history of emotional struggles.
Here it comes. Here he is, here he is.
Raise your hands! Show us your hands! Show us your hands! Show us your hands! Show us your hands!
Guns by the front door.
There, you good?
I'm good, I think I'm good.
Move back! Step back!
Back up, we'll handle it.
Okay.
When the suspect opened the door, he immediately fired at Deputy Vaught, who instinctively ducked to her left, narrowly avoiding the bullet by inches. She quickly returned fire, taking down the suspect herself. The suspect was later hospitalized for his injuries, and after surviving, faced charges of first-degree attempted aggravated murder, first-degree attempted murder, and first-degree felonious assault. Clearly, he picked the wrong officer to provoke. But if anyone could be considered even wilder, it would have to be Trooper Miller.
Ooh, that was ugly.
This is Oklahoma Highway Trooper Brack Miller. On April 2nd, 2022, he became involved in a high-speed chase after 32-year-old Charles Carswell, a fugitive wanted for armed robbery in Arizona. Driving a stolen vehicle, Carswell refused to surrender and fired at anyone who got near him.
Passing 10th nearly struck a OCPD motorcycle officer on the inside shoulder.
Eastbound to Kilpatrick.
.950 City, shots fired. He shot one through the back window. pointing the gun. Ooh, that was ugly.
Despite the gunfire, Trooper Miller remained remarkably calm and focused, continuing the pursuit while executing tactical maneuvers to stop the vehicle. Although his first attempt failed, he soon carried out a decisive move that brought the chase to an end.
Taking one round through the front windshield. He's still continuing to fire. TBI.
After a perfectly executed TBI, the suspect's vehicle spun out and halted, leading to a standoff with other troopers involved in the pursuit. During the confrontation, the suspect continued shooting at law enforcement, prompting officers to return fire, ultimately resulting in the suspect's death. 2 officers suffered minor injuries, but thanks to Trooper Miller's heroic actions, the situation didn't escalate further. Remarkably, he walked away unscathed, just like the officer in the next case.
He's got a gun. Get on the ground now! Hey!
On April 10th, 2023, along Interstate 5 near Salem, Oregon, a semi-truck dash cam recorded a man trying to carjack vehicles while brandishing a firearm. At the same time, State Trooper Andrew Tuttle, who was on patrol, spotted the armed suspect blocking traffic. The moment the suspect saw the trooper, he took off on foot, sparking a chase that nearly cost the trooper his life.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Challenging 1254 north. He's got a gun. Get on the ground now! Hey! I'm hit! Hold it in!
The suspect ignored multiple commands, then turned and opened fire on the trooper. Bullets hit the ground just inches from him, but he narrowly avoided being struck and swiftly took cover. Despite this, the suspect kept moving forward.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Shots fired! Shots fired!
The situation became so dire that a passing retired officer immediately pulled over and rushed to help, badge in hand, prepared to step in.
He's still moving. I was hit by something. I don't know why.
You got a rifle in the car?
Yeah.
You want me to get it, or you want me to hold him? I'm going to Canada. I left my gun at home.
You're going to Canada?
I'm on my way to Canada. I saw. You want me to hold him, or you want me to get your rifle?
Just stay back there.
Okay.
Can I see your badge again?
Yeah, I'm retired out of Pierce County, Washington.
44 copy.
9723, be advised. Traffic call backed up from Tim Mission.
Okay, I'm on.
Copy, traffic backed up.
Both the deputy and the retired officer kept the suspect pinned at gunpoint until additional support arrived.
I'm not bleeding. I was hit by something. He might have...
Do sweeps on him. I'll hold cover. Okay. You're not been hit at
He's
all?
Pierce County.
Okay, you're not hit at all?
I was hit by something.
Okay. Do you feel any blood or...
No.
Do not reach for anything.
Unbeknownst to them, the suspect was already critically wounded from multiple gunshots during the confrontation and was later pronounced dead at the scene. Remarkably, the trooper emerged without any life-threatening injuries and went on to become a finalist for the Trooper of the Year award. In the next case, another officer would also survive an incredible ordeal
shot fired. He shot me, I'm not hit.
On March 5th, 2016, Officer Brad Gentry of the Battle Creek Police Department noticed a vehicle exceeding the speed limit and quickly pulled it over. What happened next when he approached the driver is truly astonishing.
What's up, man? Shot fired. The white Ford Taurus going south on Hubbard. He shot me, I'm not hit.
He came perilously close to being shot at point-blank range, suffering temporary hearing loss. Yet he still managed to fire back. This sparked a high-intensity pursuit to apprehend the dangerous criminal.
Where's my closest unit at? And now speeds of 70 miles an hour. He's gonna come straight on with me.
There's a message for you.
Parkway, Kendall. 1170 dispatch. Somebody wants to take lead. I can still barely hear my radio. Take over.
Black hole, blue hoodie. He's going north. Go north.
The chase ended when the suspect abandoned his vehicle and ran to his mother's home. However, with the help of a K-9 unit, officers were able to capture 21-year-old Clark Brown, who was charged with assault with intent to murder, fleeing, and carrying a concealed weapon, ultimately receiving a 52-year prison sentence. But if you think this officer's survival was extraordinary, wait until you hear the story of Constable Kirk.
They're coming, they're shooting. You good?
On December 12th, 2022, at a remote property in Wiambilla, Australia, 4 officers were dispatched to conduct a welfare check for a missing person, Nathaniel Train. However, he and 2 other anti-government conspiracy theorists ambushed the officers, shooting Constables Matthew and Rachel and killing them instantly. While Constable Keeley managed to flee safely into the bush, Constable Randall Kirk was left injured, trapped, and surrounded by the attackers.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, buddy. What's the rep we got?
He shot Rachel, I believe. I think she's dead. She shot him, I think. No, he's still walking. He's trying to walk around me.
She shot him?
Oh no, she shot at him. There's 2 of them. They've got Matthew's gun now. Okay.
Hell, mate, hang in there. What about the other 2? You got eyes on Keeley and Matt?
Matt's not moving. Rachel's not moving now. And Keeley I haven't seen.
Where are you all pushing behind a tree?
Yes, but he's walking over. There's 2 of them.
Walking over towards you?
Yeah.
They continued moving toward Constable Kirk, intent on taking his life too.
Mate, you got to look after yourself, buddy. All right, stay behind that tree. That's the only thing you got between him and her. Between you and him.
Yeah.
That one. You got long rifles?
Yeah. Long rifle and Dylan's Matthew's pistol.
Mate, have you got any more trees behind you?
Nah, not a lot. He's coming over. Should I run?
Have you got trees behind you?
Yeah, maybe.
Mate, do they know where you are?
Yes, they do.
Mate, can you, obviously scramble from tree to tree to try and retreat out of there?
I'll try.
To try and do that?
I can try.
With no other choice, he dashed his vehicle.
They're coming, they're shooting.
The other 2 officers.
You good? I think I'm being shot. Hello? I'm in the car, driving away. Oh, I can't hear because of the firearm shots. There's two of them. I think I've been shot. I don't know where. They've got multiple shots on the window of the car, but I've got blood on my face. I don't know where I've been shot.
Even after being shot in the hip while fleeing, Constable Kirk reached his vehicle and drove away as bullets smashed his windshield. The attackers then set the other vehicles on fire and killed an innocent neighbor who had arrived to help. A special emergency unit was called in to deal with the threat, and after a prolonged standoff lasting several hours, all three perpetrators were killed in the ensuing shootout. Don't forget to drop a comment. What moment do you believe changed everything? Your perspective might help someone else see this case in a new light. For more stories that expose what really happens when the cameras start rolling, watch the next Unsolved Case Vault video on your screen.